Yes, sir. It's WPGC 95.5, the DNA of the DMV. And right about now, it is time for one of my favorite features that I'm so excited about in 2K20. The creators of the DMV, where I get to highlight and spotlight the people in the DMV that make the experience so unique. I have a special guest here tonight, Miss Tina Bonner. I'm sorry.
It's all good. What's up, Ag?
And I actually know her, and I just said her name wrong. That's very embarrassing. She's going to get me after this is all over.
You
but
know
it's all
that,
good.
but it's for now. On air, it's all good.
All right, so give us a little backstory. You actually started out as a DJ, though.
I did start out as a DJ. Oh, my gosh. So rewind the tape. Went to VCU my first couple years and ended up transferring up here to Howard. My first freshman year of college, I was like, yo, I'm going to be a DJ. So random act. Like, never DJ'd before. And so some of people here in the DMV area may know me by DJ Escada.
Boss.
Escada La Boss. And I picked up that as a craft. And before I knew it, I was touring and had the pleasure of being assigned to the board of administration with Wale and his camp. And
I was about to say, you
Black
just skipped
Campaign.
over that part, who you was touring with.
Right.
You didn't say that part.
I had a chance to do Yard Fest. I mean, I was the official DJ for Yard Fest the year of Drake and 2 Chainz, the infamous year. Like, that was my year to DJ Yard Fest. So I've been blessed to do so much in my DJ career. And so that was my first start. And so just my hustle, entrepreneurship, all the above.
And you actually even interned here at PGC, right?
That's crazy. Yes. 2011. No, I think it was actually 2010. It was like right in the mix of me before I even got hooked up with Wale and all of them. It was just like, I knew I wanted to do radio and communications. And yep, right here, not in this building, but PGC gave me my first shot as an intern.
That was when we was out in Lanham.
Yeah, way out in Lanham, the boonies. But
And then she went and got the big check. So how did this whole tech thing jump off? How did you get into that?
So, tech started for me because I realized with DJing, I was multifaceted. At the time, I couldn't understand. I thought I just was growing out of the craft. You know what I mean? You know how you grow out of something, and I'm sure people listening is like, you feel when you're growing out of something. And so when you have that moment, it's like, yo, what am I going to do next? And so I began to think, I know I don't want to be a DJ forever. I know God has so much more for my life than just DJing. And what am I going to do? And so I started to explore that interest of technology and really figure out what that would look like. And it just spiraled from one thing to the next.
Okay, so you moved to Atlanta, and that's when everything just went crazy.
Yeah, and you know what?
Way, though.
In a good way. Yeah. And honestly, for me, moving to Atlanta was the same push that it was coming from VCU at the time, which was in Richmond, Virginia, a smaller school, to Howard. It was just a jump, right? Every big catalyst of my life has been a leap of faith. And so for me, it was like, yeah, I'm going to move to Atlanta. I know nobody except one person that I'm actually moving with. And I knew it was a bigger city. I'm like, let's make it shake.
Tia Bonner right here, my special guest on Creators of the DMV. Now, let's talk about what you are creating now and why you are on the show this very instant. Let's talk about this Entrepreneurs Institute, Business of School. You teaching people how to be their own boss in particular.
Yes. So the Entrepreneurship Institute was really birthed out of my own pain. Obviously, we live in a world right now where everybody wants to do entrepreneurship for good reason, right? Like,
but everybody wants to be a boss, but they pay the cost to be the boss.
Listen.
Goes without saying. A lot of people don't know that part.
Right? We don't talk about that part.
Everybody wants to be a boss till it's time to pay taxes and do payroll.
Exactly. And to be honest, our intentions are good because we want to be able to work on our own time. But if we can be honest with ourselves, a lot of us, right, are jumping into entrepreneurship and we don't actually have formal education. And so when I looked at my journey with entrepreneurship, at the time I didn't have a mentor. And the only other option was like, let me take a bunch of courses. And so I saw a position in the market to say, wow, somebody has to solve this problem. Because there's only 2 options if you want to be a professional entrepreneur. You're either going to figure it out, wing it, right? Or you're going to pay $60,000 for business school, to get an MBA. And I'm like, bro, that's too much. There has to be another way. So I searched, and I was like, there's no other way. So I guess I got to create the way.
Okay.
And so that's how the Entrepreneurship Institute was birthed. We are literally the 2.0, 21st century version of business school. really helping people create generational wealth and successful businesses.
So is this a physical school or is it like an online school? How does it work?
Yeah, so great question. So it's a duality. It starts with the curriculum being online. So if you guys are listening here in the DMV, you can be able to leverage, but even those who are listening to, online radio, anywhere that you have access to a laptop or a computer, you can access the curriculum. The beauty about what we're doing, though, is that we also have meetups in or campuses, as we like to call them. But really what they are, they're meetups. So you can actually interact with your classmates, other hustlers, other entrepreneurs in various cities that we're planted. So right now we're planted in Atlanta and we're planted in D.C. And so as long as we are planted in one of those cities, you can be able to connect with the other students and hustlers just like you in those states.
And wow, and other than that also, too, I mean, the first time I met you, it was in one of your workshops where you had brought a whole bunch of people together. You had a big old panels. I actually spoke on one of them. That was my first time meeting, so I'm sure you have a few of those popping up sometime soon, too, that people can reach out to you about.
Yeah. I would challenge anybody who's an entrepreneur, and you can be honest and say, listen, Tina, I'm here, y'all, and I know I've never had formal education with entrepreneurship. I know that I'm ambitious, I'm super talented, but real talk, I don't have a mentor. I don't have anybody teaching me specifically like a blueprint for success. We absolutely are having events coming up. Obviously, I'm sure we'll get to the social media sites and things like that, but the Entrepreneurship Institutes, that's what we do. We have workshops and things like that, but the big play is our upcoming semester where you can enroll into our classes to be able to learn online.
Wow. Tina Bonner, my special guest, creators of the DMV. One more time, tell them how they can reach out to you. Get them ads, them websites, them links, let them know.
Yeah, so first, thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate it. It is my heart and my mission to allow people to break their ceilings, get to the next level of success, and really education is a vehicle to be able to do that. So I'm honored today that you have me on. So if you're listening today, you can follow me personally on Instagram at Tina, that's Tina, Bonner, that's Bonner, Live, Live. So at Tina Bonner Live, my passion is to help entrepreneurs crush their goals, dominate their life. And if you like what you heard today about the Entrepreneurship Institutes and you're like, yo, I need that now, you can follow us at WeAreEI on Instagram. And then, of course, wearei.co is where you can get all of the information online to be able to check out our semester, our classes, and then tell a friend. Tell a friend. If you're not an entrepreneur, but you know somebody that's an entrepreneur, and you're like, listen, I heard this thing on the radio today.
Everybody want to make their own money.
I don't know what it was, but I know that you have a business and you want to be successful. Go to at WeAreEI on Instagram and follow us. So thanks, Zach, again.
That's right. That's why I love this platform. That's why I love this feature, because it highlights the people, that important people outside of just being a DJ or a rapper or a singer. It's a lot of people that are important to the culture of the DMV and make it so special that need to be highlighted. And I was happy that I was able to bring you on today, Tina.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure, sir. I appreciate you, and keep grinding, keep creating. Love it.
Yes, ma'am. It's WPGC 95.5.